This video would be very focused on few things. I would not be talking unnecessary things. I would not be talking here and there details about few things which is not necessary for this video. So this won't be about stating situations, how I dealt with something or something like that, but it's solely based on some practices which I do, or maybe like what I feel and how I solve those things. So if you all know, so I am someone, like, when I face any kind of trouble, when you actually not even trouble, when I feel like there's an urgent need for something to happen, first thing is that you need to calm down. Okay, because I understand you need a urgent answer to something, or urgent answer to some to a problem which you are facing. But sometimes it happens is that when you are too much in the panic mode, things don't solve the way you wanted to solve. But as much as you can invoke the blessings of God, and then you can resolve the solution. And I've seen instant miracles also happening few of the times. So maybe what happens is that when you why do they say that when you are having a lot of troubles, do a puja at home, go to a church or go to a mosque or whatever it is, like whatever your religion is? I'm not aware of that, but mostly if you are a Hindu, you would go to a temple, you would do some puja. There is also called a Satyanarayan puja, which is done at home. Why? Because it invokes the peace and it invokes the blessings of God. It invokes the positivity inside of you, because everything actually, whatever is happening or whatever has happened, or how you approach a problem or a solution. See, sometimes what happens is that, suppose you are sailing through the ocean and all of a sudden one iceberg comes in between. So at that point of time, if you have done everything in your human level to resolve the solution, to resolve the problem, and you cannot be God and resolve, you cannot displace the iceberg from that place. But if you pray to God, if you pray to him ardently and with all your heart and purity, what happens is that God comes to help you. And I've seen instant things happening like this. So maybe somebody was praying for someone to come home after some time, instantly some ticket got booked. Sometimes what happens, somebody was praying for a job to be saved, and instantly somebody got an offer from somewhere. Like, when I say instant, please don't count in hours or something, but what I'm trying to say is that the answer comes when you pray ardently for it. And I'm not saying that go into that longing energy and keep praying. What I'm saying is, believe that he has the answer for your problem, and he as in universe, God, whatever it is you think of as, he will come and answer you. So there's something like, so yesterday, like like my SP used to know this, and few of my roommates also know about it. So I'm a Hindu, and I like, when I was a kid in my mother's, not even a kid, when I was a baby inside my mother's womb, so she had faced a lot of hardships before she gave birth to me. And at that point of time, so what she used to do is, she used to pray to Hanumanji. Okay, so she used to read Hanuman Chalisa almost 11 times a day or something. So when I first started reading this Hanuman Chalisa, at that point of time, I realized the power of Hanuman Chalisa, like actually not the power also. So I felt like I've read these verses somewhere long before I actually read it in person. So yes, people say that once you start reading Hanuman Chalisa, it would be by hearted by you. That's a different thing. That's a familiarity which comes when you by heart something. I think before I actually started reading Hanuman Chalisa very ardently to ask for a blessing from God, I already had this familiarity that I have heard it somewhere. Maybe because, like, when my mom was pregnant, she used to read this out, and so I had this kind of thing. Also, like, I was born in Bhubaneswar. It's a place in Odisha. Uh, there's a temple known as Puri Jagannath Temple, and it's actually a avatar of Krishna who was there. And so, like, just to save my life, my mom had touched her pregnant belly into that statue, which like not statue, actually, sorry, the idol, because it's not allowed at this point of time right now, because Well, times have changed. This I'm talking about many years back, like before 2000s. So at that point of time, it was like, so she had taken special permission, and she said that I want a healthy baby, so that is why I want to do this, and that's how she saved my life. So this is not just what my mom has done. Like, there are many people I've heard, like few of my friends who had this, their mothers had this urgency to save the baby's life, because they faced that either the baby would survive or the mother would survive. My mother didn't have that situation. My mother had some other situation, like she just thought that she should not miscarry me. But like, there is one more friend of me, a school friend of me. So her mother saved her life by going to some Sai Baba temple, and so her name herself was named as Shraddha, because if you guys know about Shraddha, Sai Baba and Shraddha has I don't know exactly the story of Sai Baba, but it is very much related to each other. Like, so Shraddha in Hindi means devotion. So there's some relation between this name Shraddha and Shirdi Sai Baba. So that's the thing. And her mother also had gone to some temple just to save her life, both of their life, and she was born healthy. She's actually born very, very healthy. So all these kinds of things are, so that's what I say, that when you ask God from the pure heart, with all your, you put all the solutions to him, and you just wait on him for wait on him, as in, like, I'm not saying go into the waiting mode. What I'm saying is, when you give him the what to say, when you give him the gear to drive your ship, to give you what you want, he helps you. So one of my colleagues had once told me about Bajrang Baan, and I didn't know what Bajrang Baan was. So until I actually, I started doing it just because people told me to do it. And I have seen, I'm saying, right, so few days back I was having very bad fights at home. Like, I was behaving, I was not able to control my emotions. I was not able to control my whatever it is, like the maybe my tensed, getting worried or tensed, so which is why it was coming in my actions. So what happened was, like, I started doing this Hanuman Chalisa and Bajrang Baan for last 2 days, and almost like 5-6 times or 11 times, I don't even remember how many times I did. So I just wanted to do, because I put all my solutions to God, and there was an instant change in 2 days with my interaction with my mother. So imagine, if it can improve interaction, how much more effective it would be when you put the problem statement to God and you pray over it by doing some mantra, then, or just praying to God, or doing novenas, or whatever it is, like whatever your religion asks you to do. So since you guys know that I do novenas also, I do mantras also, because I have beliefs. I do not hold that if I am a Hindu, then I should be doing only mantras, I should not be praying, I should not be doing novenas. I don't believe in such things. To me, it is actually silly when people actually classify that ways, that I am a Hindu, you are a Christian, I am a Hindu. It is actually silly to me, but that's fine. I can keep it to myself. It's my opinion. I can keep it to myself. But what I'm trying to say here is that there's an effectivity of doing these kinds of things. Whatever you are doing, maybe you are doing a novena, maybe you are doing some 11 days mantra jap, whatever it is, it's fine. Okay, so now I'll be saying something about Bajrang Baan, because I have always felt that this is something which I love to do. So I would be expressing my opinions about it. So basically, it was written by Tulsidas, and it was written in Awadhi Hindi. So Awadhi Hindi is one of the oldest language. Like, it's not like Tamil, the oldest language of India or the world, but but it's an ancient language, and it was used by most of the poets, shairi people. Shairi people means people used to write shairi. I mean, you can research about shairi, because like if I start explaining each and every word, it would take a very long video to complete it. And this is basically like, so there's always two avatars of the god. So if you know about Jesus, so Jesus, one part of Jesus is the peaceful part, and the one part of Jesus who saved Peter from the ocean was a different part. Like, I'm not saying that his face changed or his appearances changed. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, one is the peaceful, when you just pray and you ask it to come to you, and it can be in days or months or whatever it is. And then there is some time, like when you need emergency situation, like you need an emergency miracle, you need an emergency something. At that point of time, when Peter, when he was in an immediate situation, when he was about to, when he thought that he could even die in the ocean, who if Jesus doesn't come and save him, then he will die in the ocean. He had that fear in his mind, right? But what Jesus said, you of little faith, why did you doubt? He said this, right? So he asked that even when you are in an emergency situation, you can come to me and I will save you. So if you know by now the principles of manifestation and God and everything, you would understand that God has given you a mind wherein he himself is there inside your mind. So we say, right, Christ consciousness or Krishna consciousness. Why do we say that? Because God is residing in all of us. And when people feel helpless, or when people feel like, okay, I don't know how to answer this situation because I did everything I could, but I'm not able to find out any solution out of it, that's when people go into that lack mindset, that I don't know what to do, I don't know, like they become that helpless kind of they slip into that helpless kind of state of mind. And as much as you are a human, you can feel that ways, but instead of being too much brooding into that situation, you could just go to God and ask his help, right? So Bajrang Baan is also one of those. That is the fierce roop of Lord Hanuman. And if you know about Lord Hanumanji, so he is actually an avatar of Shiva, Lord Shiva. So that's the thing. And this Bajrang Baan is like, it has a militant tone, okay? And it is not here you are calling upon Lord Hanuman not as a peaceful servant of Ram, but as a warrior, the slayer of demons and the protector of the righteousness. And when can you do it? And why is it so intense? Let me tell you that. So it's often recited when someone feels spiritually attacked, blocked, or surrounded by negative energy. So if you feel like, you're living in a place which might be haunted, you can do this. You feel like you want an immediate blessing, you want an immediate miracle, you want an immediate answer to a solution to a problem, and you feel like you are blocked, so that time you can do Bajrang Baan. If you feel you are surrounded by negative energies in your workplace or wherever it is, or wherever it is, that's what I'm saying, wherever it is, you can do this. Now it is believed to invoke Lord Hanuman immediately, almost like you're calling him with a sense of urgency, commanding his attention and help. Now let me tell you something. I was doing this Bajrang Baan also when I was in the risk of losing a job. I didn't have the ability to do it much, but I used to do it almost like 2-3 times in a day. Nowadays, like with my SP situation right now, I'm doing it almost 11 times a day, and I can feel certain shifts, but so yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, okay? So you can do this. It is something, so it's prayed when something needs to happen now, be it healing, protection, clarity, or action. Then it acts as a spiritual shield, especially against black magic, fear, overthinking, and emotional blocks. Then victory over evil. So the prayer recalls Hanuman's victories in Lanka. So there's a big story in Lanka, so I cannot say it here because this is a manifestation channel. Maybe in some other video I can state it, but here I'm only to talk about certain crisp video because I'm actually running out of time and I have to go and do my lunch because I'm in an office environment. But still, I just wanted to educate and help you guys. So then it's also devotees often report immediate peace signs or even fast breakthroughs when prayed with faith. So you can do this, and that's what, like, I have been doing this, and I want you guys also to do it if you are comfortable doing it, because I don't know if you're, there are some people who are not Hindus and they feel offended to do Hindus few things. So if you are not okay with it, you don't have to go forward with it, but I'm just saying as a person, as a human being, that you can do it if you believe in it. So don't chant it casually every day unless you're going through something urgent or deeply stuck. So I need something immediate, so I'm doing it. And it's not like this, you can do it, like, it's, there's no hard and fast rule that you cannot do it, but it's mostly to get an immediate answer to solution. Do it when you're spiritual overwhelmed, need emergency help, or when you want a miraculous shift in your situations. And many have testified that miracles occurred within days or even hours of chanting Bajrang Baan with full faith. So some use it before job interviews, legal battles, relationship decisions, or emotional healing where things feel blocked. Others chant it when they feel spiritually under attack or emotionally shattered, just like you feel right now in a situation involving your SP maybe. Okay, now why it's perfect for your situation is because it will activate divine forces rapidly, it will burn away spiritual and emotional blocks, and it will protect what is yours. And it calls Hanuman to act now, not later. Okay, so you can do it. This is just a friend to friend conversation between a creator to an audience. So please go forward and do this, it will help you. Okay, thank you. Reason, so not just this, not just do I want my SP to be with me as soon as possible, or give certain confirmation to my family about this, is because, like, I feel like I'm a bit too much overwhelmed with things, and also, like, I'm going to my home tomorrow for 3 days or something. And the thing is, I had to go because, like, it's been quite a long time I haven't gone to home. But there's a certain thing, like, like, earlier I used to go to home and I used to have this fear. I don't have that fear now, but to be honest, like, I do not let me just focus on what I want. So I just want my SP and his proposal for marriage, and that things are settled between us. I just want that thing. And since I am saying that I want that thing, want is equal to not having, that is why, to be in that aligned state, I am doing all these kinds of practices, so that I'm just fit into this state. Like, see, when I talk about beliefs, I have that belief, but sometimes we slip out of the desired mental state we should maintain, right? So for that, you can tap into any kind of practice. So this is one of the way you can do it. So that's why I made a whole sort of video with why you should do it and when you should do it. I said this. Now it's up to you. If you want to do it, then do it. Otherwise, you can do affirmations also. Whatever you feel like it's right for you, do it.